Hey everyone, half a day. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Spark Scammer Update. Specifically on this video. This video I released, its release date is February 2nd of last year. It really is just an update. It's kind of like a then versus now. Is this a scam or what? I mean, this guy right here is not even parked on this side, but yet he comes over to check on the orders. So throughout the time from when I posted that video to today, the time that you're watching this one, I have done, an update here and there, at least in reference to the Spark app. And I may have mentioned something here and there also in reference to what we're still witnessing, if that suspicious activity is still an issue. A few of them, if not all of them, had gone into Walmart, and the next, when we decided to move a little bit closer to the pickup zone, they did the same thing. They pulled in there and they were, next they were getting orders. We were there before them. Not once did our Spark app chime for any offers, and yet these group of guys have orders. But in reference to that first bit, talking about seeing a group of people receiving orders, after we've been sitting there not getting anything in the app. What was brought to our attention, which we already knew this, and I've tested it out even then, that Walmart does have a relationship with other apps other than Walmart Spark. With what we're seeing and some of these questionable practices. But, it's not a matter of it being a competition. I mean, the store that we're waiting at right now at this very moment, it has a lot of Spark drivers. Yet, we can still make money at this store. And this store does not have that activity that we witnessed at just a moment ago in that clip. So it has nothing to do with, we're being jealous that they're grabbing these offers and we're not. Again, it really is just a comparison when you see people behaving the way they do. And we've even talked to other Spark drivers at that specific location facing the same thing, and they're commenting on the same thing, that they could sit in the parking lot for 2 hours, not get anything, but yet they see these people come and go with offers. But as that was then, what we've been witnessing now in the last few months is that we don't see the large group of people as we used to. And although it may not be as big as it was then, it's still something that's going on, and that is pretty prevalent at that specific location in our hometown. We still travel to other zones and locations because we can make more money in those areas, because we know that's not big of an issue in those locations as it is at that one store in our home zone. I mean, so are things getting, changing for the better within a year? I mean, I think it has. It's been a slow process, but things, I believe, are still moving in a positive direction. But I do have to say, even though it still gets me a little flustered when I still see that it's been a year later and very, very small changes have been made to that specific store and that big problem. Because here's another clip. Part of the same group. That person that you saw passing out those phones, and from the time that was filmed to the time that we did that first filming at the start of this video, was almost 6 months later. And just being so blatant about it, so obvious, standing there in front of the store when we first noticed that person had 4 or 5 phones in his arm, looking around, and catching it on film with him giving one of those phones away. Because from the point that we first saw him standing on the sidewalk to the filming of him actually giving it to another person, he had already given away 2 to 3 phones prior to that. So that makes a little bit more sense as to why we would see these group of men, disappear into the store and just be in there within a matter of minutes. They're not in there long at all. More than half the times they'll come out with nothing, and then sometimes they might come out with, because they bought drinks or whatever. But the passing out of the phones, and that's probably what they were doing, was going into the store to get their extra phone. Now, because in this time, and then I keep reminding my husband about that, many of these people are probably, they are legit Spark drivers. But because they're working multiple phones, they're probably renting accounts from other people and whatnot. But that makes a lot of sense as to why we saw that person giving away the phones. And why was it that whenever we saw them go into the store, come out, and then suddenly, they're moving to the pickup spots and they're getting offers. So there was probably offers already waiting on those phones that they picked up. Hey guys, just real quick, if you haven't already done so, please hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Don't forget the little notification bell, so that way you'll know when I upload videos just like this or when I go live. All right, let's get back to the video. Okay, so here's another part of that video that took place. Watch this clip. I did reach out to Spark about the supposed issue with the app. How we're getting notifications, but nothing's popping up. How are we going to get a notification, but no offer comes up? And their only, feedback for that was maybe it has to do with the app, sign out of the app, close it out, force, stop it or whatever. Do that because it can be a technical issue. So that was the other issue, was the glitch of the app, which really related to the problem where bots was an issue, was a very big issue. And when you're getting the notifications for both the all for one as well as the timed, that's supposed to go to a specific, one driver, not for everybody else to see. Getting those notifications, but nothing would show up on your phone. Or getting the notification for a timed offer and you're looking at your phone and it's blank, or it'll just do a very, very quick flash, like something was about to appear on your phone, but the next it's been grabbed. Those bot grabbers, I think that was a very big issue when we first noticed that was going on. As you saw in that clip also, we reached out to support. They really wasn't, they really couldn't offer us much to do in that it was a technical issue. But I do have to say, that was then, 2024. This is now 2025. I think for both that zone, which is our home zone, and even the zone that we're in, because we did face nowhere near as much as we did in our home zone, but there was that, very once in a blue moon occasional issue where that happened here, where you get the notification, but there's nothing on your phone. That'd be that quick flash. But, there would be no offer coming through. That compared to then and now, I think that Walmart Spark did, increase the security for the app. And like I said, that's just speaking from our experience from the 2 zones that we work in often. Our home zone and this zone that we travel to. But ever since then, I would say probably since the summertime, really, of last year, of 2024, that we really haven't seen. I mean, especially even this year in the last, even the last couple of months, we haven't seen that issue. We haven't seen that issue, and I haven't heard much about it, even in the gig community, of, offers disappearing, specifically on Walmart Spark. And, for both my husband and I that have been doing this for over a year, almost even a year and a half, since I first did that video last year, we really haven't seen too much of that of being a problem in the last several months. We're not seeing the flash of the phone. We're not getting notifications, but no offer, mainly for the timed ones, because those were the ones that were always very suspicious. A timed ones goes out to one person. So if I'm getting notification that I've got an offer waiting for me, there should be an offer waiting when I look at the app. And, thankfully, that's something that I believe has been fixed. So now it's just a matter of jammers. That's a whole nother topic. So ultimately, ever since some of these latest updates to Walmart Spark, even the stores themselves that actually step up and do random cart check, do random ID checks, or having a specific location just for Spark drivers. That way they know the people that are coming through, okay, they're a Spark driver. They're a Spark driver. That means, we need to see an ID, so that way your ID matches the name on the phone. I've been hearing a lot about this, and even the store that we're waiting at right now, 6 months ago is when they really started to enforce that. And they still do it, probably not as much as they used to when they first started doing it, but at least they're doing it, and I've heard other people talking about other stores in different states doing the same thing, that the stores themselves, not just the app, increasing its security measures, but even the stores themselves stepping up to reduce theft, and reduce fraud. And one of the other more recent ones, which I did do another video on, was the scanning of a driver's license. Just like how the app does the random facial recognition where we have to take a picture of ourselves, what they've been implementing and slowly rolling out throughout the US is doing random ID checks. So where you're going to have to take a picture of your ID. We got the notification more than a month ago that it's hit our markets, but we've yet had to, personally do it ourselves. So we're waiting for that, for something like that to actually, when we're in the middle of picking up an order, we're waiting, because supposedly that was part of the update, was that scanning of our driver's license either at the time of pickup and or at the time of drop off. So all of this, all of the changes, like I said, it was a talk about then and now. And my biggest takeaway from all of this is that there have been some small and there have been some big changes, positive changes in this. And I'm just hoping, and really, really hoping, that we're going to continue to head in that direction. But like I said, ultimately this video wanted to just do more of an update of the video that I posted almost a year ago. But thank you guys so much for listening to what I have to say. I do hope that you'll keep coming on back. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, leave a comment, and let me know what you guys think about my then versus now with Spark scammers and bots. But y'all stay safe. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Until then, adios for now.